our temples and festivals medium for loot. He spoke of the mismanagement that came to light at the Sabrimala temple. But has the template now been set for the 2024 elections, given the statements being made by leaders like Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM, Giriraj Singh of the BJP, Digvijay Singh Sampetroda of the Congress, Akhilesh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party, and Eknath Shinde, Chief Minister of Maharashtra? Why all these statements? I'll get you what these statements are, what these leaders have said. The consecration at the Divya Bhavya Ram Temple at Ayodhya. It is being described as a civilizational moment for Bharat by residents of Ayodhya. But does this ugly political fight threaten to mar a very auspicious occasion? We debate that. I'm Gaurav Sawant. As always, let's get started with the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hits out at the opposition bloc, says the India alliance is hurting our faith. This is the Prime Minister's first response as Ram Mandir politics escalates. BJP takes to the streets in Hubli in Karnataka a day after a car sevak was arrested. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah defends his government's actions, called Pujari a fake Ram Bhakt, says arrest before consecration is coincidental. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal skips third ED summons in the Liquorgate probe, says enforcement directorate drilling is a bid to tarnish his image. BJP asks, why is Kattar Imandar Kejriwal scared now? Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar likely to be made the convener of the opposition India alliance. Sources say other opposition parties have been consulted. Official announcement likely soon. Big relief for Gautam Adani. Supreme Court upholds SEBI probe into the Hindenburg allegation, says no grounds to transfer probe to an SIT. Adani says Satyamev Jayate, truth has triumphed. And we begin NewsTrack with a big attack by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the opposition alliance. It's the Prime Minister's first response as the Mandir politics escalates. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the opposition alliance keeps hurting our faith. The Prime Minister then went on to say that they, as in the opposition alliance party leaders, have made temples medium for loot. Let's listen in to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was speaking in Thrissur in Kerala. I'll get you more on the story.
इंडी गठबंधन को सिर्फ एक ही काम आता है। इंडी गठबंधन हमारी आस्था पर चोट करता है। इन्होंने मंदिरों को, हमारे त्योहारों को भी लूट का माध्यम बना दिया है। त्रिशूलपुरम के साथ जिस प्रकार की राजनीति की जा रही है वो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। सबरीमाला में भी जिस प्रकार की अव्यवस्था सामने आई है उससे भी श्रद्धालुओं को बहुत असुविधा आई है।
And as Ayodhya sings Shri Ram bhajans and prepares for a grand consecration ceremony on the 22nd of January, the political war over Ram Temple is escalating. From opposition parties and leaders warning of a Hindu Rashtra, saying that India will become like a Hindu Pakistan, to BJP leaders saying Ayodhya is just a trailer, keeping strategic ambiguity on the road ahead beyond Mathura and Kashi. Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde has spoken about liberating the Haji Malang Dargah in Kalyan, and the Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, says he's proud to have been a car sevak in Ayodhya when that controversial structure was demolished.
चुनाव की महीने हैं, मतलब प्रभु राम को इस्तेमाल करो हमारे चुनाव में तकदीर उजाला करने के लिए। हिंदुस्तान के आम लोगों के लिए राम की दरवाजा जिंदगी भर के लिए खुला रहना चाहिए। जो जब मर्जी जहां से जाए, अगर राम मंदिर जाना है तो मुफ्त में जाओ।
राम मंदिर एक धार्मिक मुद्दा है, वहां प्रधानमंत्री का उद्घाटन करने का क्या जरूरत है? अगर प्रधानमंत्री देश का प्रधानमंत्री होगा तो राम मंदिर भी उद्घाटन करना होगा। अयोध्या में धन्नीपुर में जो मस्जिद होगा उसका भी शिलान्यास उनको करना होगा। अगर प्रधानमंत्री का बात बोलो,
हम पर जो
Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis boasted about witnessing Babri demolition and mocked Uddhav Thackeray for his no-show.
हम पर जो कलंक बाबर ने लगाया था, उस कलंक को हटाने का काम हम लोग कर रहे हैं और जो इस देश की आस्था है उस आस्था को प्रस्थापित किया जा रहा है। तो ऐसे समय राजनीति करना ये बहुत ही ओछी बात है।
BJP's Ishwarappa threatened to raise all mosques built after destroying temples.
ಕಾಶಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಭವ್ಯವಾದ ಕಾಶಿಯ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಮಸೀದಿ ಜಾಗ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಡೆದಾಕಿ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶ್ವನಾಥನ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಕಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ. ಮಥುರಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆದೇಶ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಸರ್ವೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಅಯೋಧ್ಯ, ಕಾಶಿ, ಮಥುರಾ ಮೂರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ. ಆ ಪುಣ್ಯಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಖಂಡಿತ ಮೂರು ಕಡೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಭವ್ಯವಾದ ಹಿಂದೂ ಮಂದಿರಗಳು ಕಟ್ಟೆ ಕಟ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Amid the Mandir slugfest, a massive shrine war erupted in Maharashtra, with Chief Minister Eknath Shinde promising to liberate the Haji Malang Dargah near Mumbai, which is believed to be built on a temple, prompting an attack from AIMIM's Owaisi.
आपल्या मनातल्या भावना मलंगड मुक्तीच्या बद्दल आहे, त्या पूर्ण केल्याशिवाय हा एकनाथ शिंदे स्वस्थ बसणार नाही.
डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर और जो मोदी कैबिनेट के मंत्री हैं, इन लोगों के हौसले इसलिए बढ़ चुके हैं क्योंकि जो जजमेंट आया है बाबरी मस्जिद के क्रिमिनल ट्रायल का और टाइटल डिस्प्यूट का जो मसला, तो उसके बाद ये लोग इनके हौसले बहुत बढ़ चुके हैं। इसलिए इस तरह की बातें कर रहे हैं, अनारकी फैलाने की, इंसाइट करने की, प्रोवोक करने की।
Will dirty politics mar the biggest faith event of the year? Bureau Report, India Today.
You heard Asaduddin Owaisi. Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi of AIMIM accuses government ministers and leaders of trying to provoke, of spreading anarchy, of inciting. Union Minister Giriraj Singh has hit back at Asaduddin Owaisi. He says Ayodhya is just a glimpse, a jhanki. The earlier slogan used to be Ayodhya to sirf jhanki hai, Mathura Kashi baki hai. But he's not stopping at that. He says Ayodhya sirf jhanki hai, abhi bahut kuch baki hai. Listen in.
जिन्ना तो चले गए 47 में, जिन्ना का जिन ओवैसी में पैस गया है और ये तमाम मुसलमानों को भड़काते हैं, मुस्लिम युवाओं को भड़का रहे हैं। सुन लो ओवैसी, राम मंदिर तो झांकी है अभी और सभी बाकी है।
And in Karnataka, there is a big political showdown that's exploded over the arrest of a car sevak, Shrikant Pujari. The BJP took to the streets in Hubli today demanding the immediate release of the car sevak, Pujari. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah said Pujari's arrest days before the Ram Mandir consecration is not planned. He insists it's a mere coincidence. In fact, he says that the law of the land must be followed when the law catches up with the criminal.
A day after the arrest of car sevak Shrikant Pujari in Karnataka's Hubli, the political showdown has simply exploded. The BJP hit the streets across Karnataka over the car sevak being arrested 31 years later.
Rebuilding the Ram Mandir was the topmost priority of all the Indians. Probably in this direction, the car sevaks, whoever has participated, they are the nationalists. We respect them. This is not the way to treat them. Immediately, the government should withdraw all the cases, whatever has been booked against these people.
As protests peak, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has lashed out at the opposition BJP.
Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has categorically said that there are several other cases and he is also one of the rowdy cheaters along with 36 people who was arrested by Hubballi police. And he has also clarified that there is nothing to connect with the riots which happened in 1992 with the arrest of Shrikant Pujari.
The Karnataka government continues to justify the arrest and has dismissed all allegations of Shrikant Pujari being targeted for being a Ram Bhakt.
ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಡುವಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ದ ಕೇಸಸ್ನ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅಶಾಂತಿ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿ ಮೊದಲಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
Meanwhile, the Congress's B.K. Hari Prasad drew a controversial Godhra parallel, prompting a sharp retort from the BJP.
ಗುಜರಾತಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ಸೇವಕರ ದಹನ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು ಗೋಧ್ರಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಹಿತಕರವಾದ ಘಟನೆ ನಡೆಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಡಬಾರದು.
B.K. Prasad, you know, mental worry is a mental worry people. I don't care. Any Hindu will not care. Modi government is strong. There is no anything happens in India. That is the Modi. That is the Modi.
As the BJP ups the political pressure, the family of 50-year-old Shrikant Pujari has also cried political conspiracy.
हमारे पति को छोड़े तो अच्छा होता जी. यह राबने का हमारे राब को खाने का हमें बैठने को नहीं होता जी. हमारा क्या भी नहीं अभी, हमको भी आराम नहीं. हमारे पति को हमने छोड़े तो अच्छा होता.
गवर्नमेंट में मैं बोलता हूँ बीजेपी कांग्रेस कुछ भी हमारा ये नहीं इश्यू नहीं है. हमारा ये विरोध करे तो तभी विरोध करे थे. अभी कुछ भी नहीं. हमको मैं बोल रहा हूँ करे सो गलती हुआ और तभी करे सो अभी छोड़े तो रिलीज करे तो बस कर दो.
With just weeks to go for the Mandir inauguration in Ayodhya, the showdown in Karnataka over a car sevak's arrest has become the biggest political talking point across the country. With Sagai Raj in Hubli, Bureau Report, India Today.
And ahead of the Prana Pratishtha at the Ram Temple at Ayodhya, and in the run-up to 2024 elections, leaders are literally spitting fire. Is this then the template for 2024 elections? And why can't our political parties unite for what is being described in Ayodhya as a civilizational moment for Bharat? Ram Lalla at the Janmsthan after 500 years. Joining me on this special broadcast, Varis Pathan represents the AIMIM. Tuhin Sinha is the spokesperson for the BJP. Sanjay Jha, formerly with the Congress Party, now a political analyst. And Vijay Shankar Tiwari is the national spokesperson of the Vishwa Hindu Parishad. Varis Pathan, I want to begin by asking you, sir. Shri Ram Idol Prana Pratishtha at the Janmsthan is happening after court orders. Sir, isn't your leader, Barrister Asaduddin Owaisi, fear-mongering when he says we've lost one masjid, asking Muslims, don't they have pain in their hearts? Sir, why this provocation now?
Well, Asad Owaisi's speech was based on facts and reality. It was not a provocation or incitement. Now, Gaurav just telling the people, the Muslim youth, that please go to mosque, pray azan, read Quran there. We have already lost one masjid. Kindly try to explore the other masjid, otherwise we will be left with nothing. This is incitement. If this is an incitement, informing the people, telling them to do this, we will do this every day. And is this not a fact, Gaurav, that on the 6th of December 1992, through a conspiracy hatched by those people, our Babri Masjid was demolished. Earlier, during the Congress regime, they said locks were open. Then they say Murti Prakat ho gayi. They filed an affidavit before the Supreme Court. But 6th December was the black day in the history of democracy of our great country. We will never forget this. And we are going to inform the generations who are coming that, see, they cheated us and our Babri Masjid is demolished. And as far as the Supreme Court verdict is concerned, see, I have a right to respectfully disagree with the order passed. And I say Supreme Court judgment is there. Everybody has to accept it. Chief Justice of the Honorable Supreme Court X, Justice Verma has said Supreme Court is supreme but not infallible. And the judgment was based unanimously by the
so
five
much
judges.
water
The
has
five
flown
judges
down
have
the
categorically
Saryu
stated
after that.
there is no evidence to
So
show
much water
that
has
temple
flown down
was
the Saryu.
demolished. Allow me just 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Go on, sir.
The Supreme Court has unanimously had that there is no evidence to show that temple was destroyed and masjid was built. They also go ahead and say that the archaeological survey report cannot be taken into consideration, that no murtis were found. And they say the criminal act was committed on 6th of December. Criminal act was committed. The people who were tried for this committing the criminal act, they were scot-free. Why did the BJP not appeal against them? That is why we say we've been cheated once and henceforth we have to be very careful. Now they are against our Shahi, that masjid in Delhi, Suneri Bagh masjid in Delhi. They are against our Shahi Idgah. They are against the other masjid, Mathura, Kashi. So where are we heading for? We want a simple question from the BJP spokesperson. Does Modi go along with the places of worship act 1991, or he says no, we will not respect to that?
Fair enough, sir. You've raised some very pertinent points on Mathura and Kashi. Let me take that to Tuhin Sinha of the BJP. Tuhin Sinha, listen into the statement of Union Minister Giriraj Singh when he says Ayodhya to sirf jhanki hai, and he's no longer saying Mathura Kashi baki hai. He's saying abhi bahut kuch baki hai. What is bahut kuch, sir? That is the fear that Asaduddin Owaisi and Varis Pathan have in their hearts today.
गुड इवनिंग गौरव जी, गुड इवनिंग एवरीबॉडी। बहुत कुछ बाकी है, मतलब कि आर्टिकल 370 हो गया, हटा दिया गया, राम मंदिर जो है वो बनने जा रहा है, सीए के रूल्स आ रहे हैं, सो अ लॉट ऑफ सिमिलर थिंग्स वुड हैपन. As far as the party is concerned, as far as the government is concerned, it is not involved with the Kashi temple or with the Mathura temple. So I think the fear mongering or the outrage mongering that AIMIM is carrying out is a part of the indoctrination that they carry out in their small clusters. And their spokesperson has revealed that indoctrination on your channel. Asaduddin Owaisi primarily represents the Hamas mindset in India. Fact is that after 495 years, after a due and diligent process of law in 2019, a judgment was given by the Supreme Court in favor of the Ram Mandir construction. And this was corroborated way earlier in 2003 by an archaeological survey of India report, which had corroborated the existence of a Hindu structure before the construction of the mosque. So what is, agar ye इस बात को नहीं भूल सकते हैं 6 दिसंबर को, तो 40,000 मंदिरें जो गिराई गई हैं 400 सालों में, हम उसको कब तक याद रखेंगे? कहीं ना कहीं इनको आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा. Fact is that these people don't have any respect for the judiciary, they don't have any respect for democracy. They are still in a cluster where they think they can challenge the notions of a modern nation state, which is what they do in front of the constituents every day. 3 महीने बाद नवंबर 2019 में जजमेंट आया था. 3 महीने बाद वारिस पठान ही एक खुले मंच से धमकी दे रहे थे कि 15% जो आबादी है वो जब 85% पर हावी होगी तब आप लोग देखेंगे देश में क्या होगा. So this is the mentality they have.
Varis Pathan, you want to quickly respond since a direct point was raised before I come to my other guests. Varis Pathan, Giriraj Singh of the BJP, Union Minister Giriraj Singh says Jinnah chale gaye, but it's Asaduddin Owaisi who's taking that Jinnah mindset forward. That othering the Muslims, the allegation is your party is doing it, sir.
Well, the BJP or for Giriraj Singh, they cannot have a peaceful night's sleep or they cannot digest their food without taking the name of Pakistan or Jinnah. They love Pakistan and Jinnah so much that every day they take their name. Now, let me remind you, the statements made by the cabinet minister Giriraj Singh, is it not incitement? Is it not provocation? That ek ho gaya, Kashi, Mathura और सब बाकी है. Is this not an incitement and provocation? Should he not be charged for that? And I want to ask a simple question. Why Prime Minister Modi is silent? Does he endorse the statement made by his Union Cabinet Minister saying that no, abhi aur baki hai? That is why I said, what about the places of worship act? Not only that, Devendra Fadnavis, the Home Minister of Maharashtra, is saying that I was present there when the mosque was demolished, and he is praising that. Is this not incitement? Why is he not charged for? Let him go to the court and say that yes, I was present and I was the one who demolished the mosque. He will get the answer from that. Not only that, The Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, is making a statement saying that जो दरगाह है years back, that दरगाह को भी अब हटा देंगे. So are this not provocations or incitements given by the BJP leaders? Okay. And Modi should come forward and make a clear-cut statement that, oh, okay, we follow the praises of worship in 1991 and we don't endorse such kind of statement being made by the BJP leaders. Otherwise, they are trying to create a communal disturbance in the country. They want to create a communal disharmony.
Let me bring in Sanjay Jha and I'll come to the Maharashtra
election 2024. They are trying to polarize the situation.
Okay, Sanjay Jha, Ayodhya Vasis say this is a civilizational moment for Bharat. The Shri Ram idol Prana Pratishtha at the Janmabhoomi. Sanatan Dharm followers have waited for this day for 500 years plus. Sir, the question that is being asked is, can our political parties, cutting across political lines, can they all unite, or is vote bank politics more important than uniting for what is being described as a civilizational moment for Bharat?
गौरव, सबसे पहले मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि भगवान राम भारत के हर नागरिक के हैं. वो भाजपा के ही नहीं है, आरएसएस के नहीं है, वीएचपी के नहीं है. वो भारत के हर नागरिक के हैं, छोटा बड़ा, महिला, बच्चे जो भी हों. तो यहाँ पर मुझे सबसे जो खेदजनक और दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण जो आजकल जो वार्तालाप हो रहा है गौरव जी, वो ये है कि जो यहाँ पर हमारे जो भगवा पार्टी के जो भी प्रतिनिधि हैं, वो ऐसे बात करते हैं as if they want to appropriate Bhagwan Ram just for the political party. I mean, that is highly objectionable. As you correctly mentioned, Gaurav, in your introduction, the Ram temple is being made because of a unanimous Supreme Court judgment. This has got nothing to do with the BJP manifesto of intent, because the BJP manifesto of intent was probably meaningless if the Supreme Court verdict had gone against them. Today, they are hijacking it purely because they are looking at it from the point of view of a political playoff. Now, this is the tragedy that we need to really recognize. And I think the BJP, the RSS need to be exposed, because मैं यही पूछना चाहता हूं कि ये महान धर्म हिंदुइज्म के ठेकेदार आप कौन बन गए? आपको
Vijay Shankar Tiwari ji, let me bring Vijay Shankar Tiwari into this conversation. Vijay Shankar Tiwari ji, आरोप विपक्ष का ये लग रहा है कि जो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का निमंत्रण है वो तीर्थ क्षेत्र की ओर से नहीं जा रहा है, वो असल में सरकार के आदेश पर जा रहा है. और चाहे बीजेपी हो, आरएसएस हो या विश्व हिंदू परिषद हो, वो राजनीतिकरण पर उतर आई है. राम को बीजेपी ने या आरएसएस ने या विश्व हिंदू परिषद ने राजनीति के लिए मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री राम का इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है. तिवारी जी,
गौरव जी, 1947 के बाद 2019 तक सरकारें किसकी थी? 2014 से भाजपा आई, उसके पहले तो कांग्रेस की सरकार थी. उनके पास बहुत सारा अवसर था कि भगवान श्री राम का मंदिर, भव्य मंदिर बन जाए, और वो अवसर का लाभ तो इन्होंने नहीं उठाया है. अब जब बन रहा है तो ये राजनीतिकरण कर रहे हैं. मैं कहता हूँ गौरव जी, आज सारे देश में राममय माहौल है. हर घर, गांव, शहर, मीडिया, सब जगह आपको राममय दिखाई पड़ेगा. मैं तो संजय झा जी से भी कहूँगा और वारिस पठान से भी कहूँगा कि एक बहुत अच्छा माहौल है, बहुत अच्छा उत्साह का माहौल है. आप उसमें सम्मिलित होइए, ताकि और सारे देश के बहुत सारे और काम हैं जो काम हो जाएं. लेकिन राजनीतिकरण कौन कर रहा है, ये आज सारा देश देख रहा है. मैं वारिस पठान जी से पूछना चाहता हूँ कि बाबर के द्वारा तोड़ी हुई उस राम के भवन को आप बाबरी मस्जिद कहते हैं, उसको शहीद कहते हैं, उस पर रोते हैं, लेकिन उस पर नहीं रोते जब भगवान राम का वहाँ पर भवन बना हुआ था और बाबर ने तोड़ करके वहाँ ढांचा बनाया. आपको तय करना है कि आखिर किसके वंशज हैं, राम के वंशज हैं, बाबर के वंशज हैं. अगर राम के वंशज हैं तो उस पर दुख होना चाहिए और ये कहना चाहिए बहुत अच्छा हुआ, हम भी सम्मिलित होते हैं इसमें, तब तो बात कहने की है. लेकिन ऐसा ये नहीं करते हैं. दूसरा, एक डबल स्टैंडर्ड कैसे करते हैं कि ये तोड़कर बनाया इतिहास कहता है, हम नहीं कहते हैं, ये इतिहास कहता है और इतिहास को मानना सबको मानना चाहिए. लेकिन तोड़ी हुई चीज़, छीनी हुई चीज़, लूटी हुई चीज़, उस जमीन पर ये नमाज नहीं कर सकते हैं. ये इनके यहाँ लिखा हुआ है. वहाँ नमाज कैसे कर सकते हैं आप? उसमें कैसे आप अपनी इबादत कर सकते हैं? इसके बाद भी उसके लिए रो रहे हैं. तो इनके स्टैंडर्ड को समझिए आप गौरव जी, क्या कहना चाहते हैं. और एक दूसरी बात और, ओवैसी साहब कहते हैं अन्यायिकों को भड़काने के लिए खड़े हो जाओ, यानी उनको भड़का रहे हैं, देश में अराजकता फैलाना चाहते हैं क्या है आप पठान साहब? यानी नौयुकों को खड़े करके और उनको ललकार रहे हैं।
वारिस पठान जी जल्दी से उत्तर दीजिए। वारिस पठान जी वांट्स टू रिस्पोंड। वारिस पठान क्विकली रिस्पोंड सर।
तिवारी जी सुनिए तिवारी जी, आपकी बात को मैंने सुना। सबसे पहले मेरी एक सिंपल सवाल का जवाब दे दीजिए। अगर राम होते तो क्या वो ये चाहते कि किसी की मस्जिद को षड्यंत्र के जरिए से शहीद कर दो, डिमोलिश कर दो और वहाँ पर उनका मंदिर बनाओ? मुझे यकीन है कभी वो नहीं चाहते कि इस तरह का। इसलिए आप लोग जो ढोंगबाजी कर रहे हो ना, इसको बंद करो। किसी ने सही कहा, देते हैं भगवान को धोखा, इंसान को क्या छोड़ेंगे। अरे राम के नाम को बदनाम ना करो। देखो दीवानों, तुम ये काम ना करो, राम का नाम अपनी ओछी सियासत के लिए बदनाम ना करो। एक सिंपल से रिलीजियस फंक्शन को आपने एक पॉलिटिकल इवेंट बना दिया है। पोलराइजेशन की आप राजनीति करते हो। भड़काऊ भाषण किसने दिया? गिरिराज सिंह। हर आए दिन जो धर्म सांसद के नाम के ऊपर बोलते हैं कि बेटा कलम कागज छोड़, तलवार उठा, मुसलमानों का नरसंहार करते, उसको बोलते हो भड़काऊ भाषण। आप सुनो, भड़काऊ भाषण उसको बोलते हैं जो बोला जाता है कि मुसलमानों का आर्थिक बहिष्कार करो, उसको बोला जाता है कि देश के गद्दारों को गोली मारो, डैश। बात नंबर 2, भी आपने कहा कि मंदिर को तोड़ के मस्जिद बनाया गया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट पढ़ा है कि आपने? 1045 पेज का जजमेंट है। 5 जजेस ने जजमेंट दिया है, अंडर आर्टिकल 142 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को जजमेंट दिया है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने साफ कहा, कहीं भी हमको प्रमाण नहीं मिले किसी चीज का कि मंदिर को तोड़ के मस्जिद बनाई गई हो। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कहीं प्रमाण नहीं मिले कि वहां पर कोई मूर्ति प्रकट हो, आर्कियोलॉजिकल सर्वे।
लेकिन मंदिर के अवशेष मिले थे। वारिस पठान जी,
क्रिमिनल था, ये क्रिमिनल एक्ट था।
वारिस पठान जी,
क्रिमिनल
मंदिर के अवशेष मिले थे।
ये तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने बोला।
हिंदुओं ने लगातार वहां प्रार्थना की थी, मुसलमानों ने लगातार वहां इबादत की, उसका प्रमाण नहीं है। तथ्यों के आधार पर बात करते हैं क्योंकि ये बहुत संवेदनशील मुद्दा है। लेट्स गो प्योरली ऑन फैक्ट्स एंड नॉट ऑन पॉलिटिक्स ऑन द राम टेंपल।
जिस दिन ये जजमेंट पास हुआ, the day on which the judgment was delivered, had then been the masjid present, then the judgment would have been totally different. Let me tell you this. But they demolished our mosque. They conspired. They filed an affidavit before the Honorable Supreme Court.
No, but the question that Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Vijay Shankar Tiwari asks you,
that is the thing.
Ki, are you more worried about a structure being demolished where no namaz was offered, or there is no proof that namaz was being offered there, but there is proof that for centuries prayers were happening there? Sir, there is a big difference. They
broke the law.
Okay, but Vijay Shankar Tiwari wants to respond. Tiwari ji, उत्तर दीजिए कि मस्जिद को तोड़कर मंदिर बनाया जा रहा है।
गौरव जी,
to pray 500 prayers.
गौरव जी, मैं पठान साहब देखो, जो 2.77 एकड़ जहां गर्भगृह है, जहां मंदिर बना था, के मोहम्मद भी मुस्लिम थे और उन्होंने ही वास्तु सारा स्थापत्य के वो सारे जो अवशेष थे निकाल करके कहा ये मंदिर के अवशेष हैं। के मोहम्मद ने कहा, और उसके तल के नीचे तक जितना जाते गए वहां एक भी अंश मस्जिद का कोई चित्र नहीं मिला, कोई चरित्र नहीं मिला, केवल मंदिर के बने। अगर कोई तो आधार होगा मानने के लिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट को इतना बड़ा निर्णय देने के लिए। पठान साहब, कोई तो एक मिनट, पठान साहब, आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट को चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट को चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट को चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। नहीं, आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट को चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। आज वहां इतनी जमीन में केवल उसी जगह पर जहां पर प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हो रही है, उसी के नीचे अवशेष मिले और बहुत गहराई तक मिले, और उन अवशेषों के आधार पर के मोहम्मद भी मुस्लिम है, उन्होंने कहा ये मंदिर के अवशेष हैं। वहां मस्जिद कहां से आ गई? आखिर आप अगर ये बात मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं है कि वहां तोड़ा गया है,
अरे भाई,
तो आप इतिहास के साथ भी न्याय नहीं करेंगे और आज देश के साथ भी न्याय नहीं करेंगे, देश के संविधान के साथ भी न्याय नहीं करेंगे।
आपने तो मस्जिद को ही तो डिमोलिश किया है।
संजय झा, we moved on beyond this. The Supreme Court has given a verdict on this. That issue is settled. But Sanjay Jha, the question remains. Vijay Shankar Tiwari asks you, when your government was in power, or when the Congress government was in power, they had, agar Ram sabke hai, to phir why wasn't a Divya Bhavya Ram temple constructed or built earlier? Why wasn't all of this effort happening earlier? And if the BJP is taking credit for an effort that's being made when Prime Minister Narendra Modi came to power, why deny them that, sir?
गौरव, विजय साहब बहुत पढ़े लिखे आदमी हैं, उनको भी ये मालूम है कि भाजपा की सरकार 6 साल तक थी जब वाजपेयी जी प्रधानमंत्री थे। ये बहुत ही एक पेचीदा और एक जटिल एक विषय है। इसमें ढेर सारे मतभेद थे, वाद विवाद था और इसमें वक्त लगता है, आप जानते हैं इस बात को। आई थिंक गौरव, हियर इज द पर्टिनेंट पॉइंट। I think today we should all take a 1 minute silence for the innocent Indians, चाहे उनकी मजहब जो भी हो, हिंदू हो या मुसलमान हो, who died in the aftermath of the Babri Masjid demolition. 2,000 Indians died following the communal bloodbath that happened. I think this is the lesson that we all need to wake up to. You know,
so how many lessons should we wake up to? Let's wake up to every lesson in this country. Let's wake up to Dawood Ibrahim blasting a country where 257 people were killed. Let's wake up to everything. Why should we wake up selectively?
Gaurav, let me tell you, the Babri Masjid demolition led to, I think, a fundamental fissure in our society, which was followed, by the way, in 2002 by the Gujarat riots, 2013 with the Muzaffarnagar riots, 2020 with the Delhi riots, 2023 we know what happened in Manipur. And I can tell you here, with responsibility on your show, we all know which political formation had the hand in all these absolutely ugly, avoidable manifestations of hate and violence.
So
that is the tragedy of India.
you know, we should we should be very selective in our approach, is what you are saying. That there are some instances you're being very selective, sir.
No.
But Tuhin Sinha wants to come in. Tuhin Sinha wants to respond to you.
I'm actually telling you that India's democratic future
Ideally, we should observe a longer mourning. Ideally, we should observe a longer mourning for all those countless people who died protecting the 40,000 temples which were trampled upon across 400 years of our history. You know, let me simplify the fault lines for you here, Gauravji. You know, there are large sections of our population, large sections of our country which believe that our history goes back to 8,000 years, and there are certain segments, which includes the present-day Congress party, which includes MIM, which includes sections within the Samajwadi party, that believes our history began in 1191 AD with the invasion of Muhammad Ghori. Now, those people are in deep trauma and shock because they know that their politics is over. They know that, they cannot, they were never able to take a stand. Rather, they did everything possible to stall the formation of Ram Temple. In December 2017, Kapil Sibal, who was then a part of the Congress party, had very clearly appealed to the Supreme Court to postpone the verdict till 2019 elections. Why? Because Congress party was under the hallucinating that they would come back to power in 2019 and again managed to stall. What were they doing while they were in power? They were filing affidavit in Supreme Court denying the existence of Bhagwan Ram. So this is the reality of the Congress party.
Okay.
Gaurav, can I reject the fake news?
Absolutely. No, you must respond. But, my point is, you will keep raking up, by you I mean everybody wants to rake up all old issues, not wanting to move forward, and not everyone wants to come together and move forward. And Tuhin Sinha, you must also respond to Devendra Fadnavis as Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra when he says that he was there when that controversial Babri structure was brought down and he's proud to have been in Ayodhya for Kar Seva. Asaduddin Owaisi says this is incitement to violence by somebody who holds a constitutional post in our country, sir.
Yes, Mr. Sinha, please defend Fadnavis's statement.
Is the question to me?
Yes. What is your view on Devendra Fadnavis?
I haven't heard the statement. I would certainly find out the statement. But the fact is that there were, the very clear statements were made by both Vajpayee ji and Advani ji post the demolition. The demolition was not planned. It was something which in the situation that existed at that point of time had become inevitable. It was certainly not planned. And as of today, I haven't heard
the answer to the question posed by Saurav.
Gaurav is dodging you. He's not answering.
You haven't heard his statement. His statement is viral. Today the debate was based on that as well.
Absolutely. Today we are sitting on the debate on the statement. That statement is playing out on India today, even now. But it's not just one statement to him, Sinha. Look at what Ishwarappa is saying. Again, senior BJP leader who's saying it is not just a couple of masjid. Vijay Shankar Tiwari ji, ईश्वरप्पा कह रहे हैं कि केवल कुछ मस्जिदें नहीं, जितने मंदिर तोड़कर मस्जिदें बनाई गई हैं, हमें मंदिर वापस लेने की आवश्यकता है. क्या ऐसा किया जाएगा? तिवारी जी.
नहीं, देखो, ऐसा है कि अभी ये हमने बहुत समय से एक बात कही, मथुरा, काशी, अयोध्या, 3 की बात हम बहुत प्रमुखता के साथ कहते रह रहे हैं और तीनों पर विषय चल रहा है, अयोध्या में बन रहा है और हिंदू समाज के एजेंडे में मथुरा भी है, काशी भी है और वो उनके लिए कोर्ट में जाके लड़ रहे हैं, वो मैदान पे जाके नहीं लड़ रहे। अगर हम संविधान की बात कर रहे हैं, न्याय की बात कर रहे हैं गौरव जी, तो न्याय मांगना और संविधान के पास जाना कोई अनैतिक काम तो नहीं है। तो हम अपने काम के लिए, अपने अधिकार के लिए कोर्ट जा रहे हैं, कोर्ट से न्याय मांग रहे हैं, तो कोर्ट में ये भी जा रहे हैं, तो इसमें इनको आपत्ति क्या है? यानी कोर्ट में भी हम न जाएं, कोर्ट में भी जाकर के अपना अधिकार न लें हम, ये तो नहीं चलेगा ना।
अयोध्या, civilizational roots of the Sanatan Dharma. Mathura, birthplace of Krishna ji, civilizational roots of the Sanatan Dharma. Kashi, Lord Shiv, civilizational roots of the Hindu Dharma. No civilizational roots of Islam in either Ayodhya, Mathura and Kashi. And yet Hindus, as Vijay Shankar Tiwari says, we are going to courts and we are seeking justice.
Well, I will answer to your question, but first let me expose the BJP spokesperson Tuhin. How conveniently he supported Devendra Fadnavis' statement of incitement, provocation and creating violence, communal disharmony between the two religions of the country. How conveniently he said that he hasn't listened to the statement of Fadnavis, he has not read somewhere.
Sir, it's playing out on my channel. It's proud to have been a part of the Babri raising.
When the
proud to have been there when Babri was demolished.
Why should he not be charged? Why should not be FIR filed against him? He
Sir,
was
you're
there
a lawyer.
and he's provoking that. Yes, we are proud. Not only him, even Shiv Sena's. But I, as a lawyer, also let me tell you, why doesn't he not go before the court and proudly say that yes, I was present there and I was the person involved? Court will give them the answers now because the court had already said that it was a criminal act. But they were not convicted and the BJP did not go in appeal against the order of the court. That is why we say injustice is being done to us.
But respond,
do justice.
if Hindus want their place of civilizational roots, Ayodhya, Mathura, Kashi, why should it not happen in our country when they're seeking justice in courts of law?
Why? It should. Because places of worship Act 1991 is already into existence. It is challenged, but it is today also present there. You cannot go beyond that. It will be unconstitutional. Which they are doing is totally against the law, against the
You've argued that in courts of law and the courts haven't found merit in your places of worship act point either in Mathura or Kashi. But okay, Sanjay Jha wants to quickly come in. Live last 30 seconds on this part of the show. Ayodhya, Mathura, Kashi, places of civilizational roots. Why can this not be decided in a true secular democratic manner? Sanjay Jha.
Tiwari ji is absolutely right. He has every legitimate right to go to the courts, and if the courts uphold the verdict that he seeks, fair enough. लेकिन मेरा ये पूरा विश्वास है गौरव जी कि भारत की जनता बहुत ही जागरूक समझदार है और भारत की आवाम समझती है कि कौन यहाँ पर धार्मिक ध्रुवीकरण कर रहा है और क्यों। और मेरा पूरा विश्वास है कि देखिए देश को जो केंद्रीय मुद्दे हैं, बेरोजगारी, महंगाई, प्रजातंत्र का जो एक खतरा है, जिस तरीके से ये सरकार चल रही है, कोई दुशासन ही है हमारे देश में, ये सब जो मुद्दे हैं, किसान, गरीब, इन सब मुद्दों पर ही 2024 में जाके जो भी जनमत मिलेगा, इन सब मुद्दों पर मिलेगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पूरी कोशिश रहेगी, they will try their usual political stunt, Gaurav, but I'm very confident that the people of India can see through the gimmicks and the stunts.
So you think Ram Temple is a gimmick?
Alone. We should leave the great Bhagwan Ram alone. Bhagwan Ram सबके हैं, जरा उसका इज्जत किया जाए.
Fair enough. Tuhin Sanath, last 30 seconds. You're resorting to gimmickry to win 2024.
देखिए गौरव, to all those people, to all those people who are giving us sermons that, you know, we should focus on administration and governance, let me tell them that Ram Temple is being constructed after the construction of 315 hospitals on the initiative of the central government, 65,000 kilometers of national highway in the last 9.5 years, 500 kilometers of metro lines in the last 9.5 years, 75 airports, 50 crore Jandhan accounts, 13 crore tap water connections. Inflation is less than 6%. Retail inflation is less than 6%, which used to be about 10% for most part of UPA2.
Clearly, politics is only set to escalate on this issue in the run-up to elections. But